In this video, we are going to discuss regarding Androecium. So, let's start. As we know that there are the four whorls in the flower, that is calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. Out of these four, two whorls, that is calyx and corolla, are accessory and outermost whorls, while the androecium and gynoecium are the essential whorls. Now let's discuss regarding the first essential whorl, that is Androecium. It is one of the essential whorl and is made up of one or more stamens, or we can say microsporophylls. The stamens are the male reproductive organ of a flower and it produces pollen grains or microspore. Now look at the diagram. There is a diagrammatic representation as well as the picture of original stamen here from the flower. Now see, each stamen consists of slender stalk-like filament supporting knob-like anther and connective. The stalk-like structure is called as a filament, while the topmost portion, which is knob-like structure, that is known as a anther, and in between these two there is a one tissue called as a connective. So let's discuss regarding each part of the stamens, starting with the filament. It may be long or short and sometimes absent. A stamen without filament is known as sessile. In resinous plant, filaments are branched. In Calotropis, the filaments bear horny appendages, forming staminal corona. Next part, that is connective. The connective is a group of tissue connecting the two anther lobes. It is an extension of the filament and forms conducting strands. In salvia, the connective is a long stalk-like body arranged across on the filament separating the two anther lobes, and it is said to be distractable connective. Look at the diagram. This is a distractable connective in salvia which separate two lobes of anthers. Now in nerium, the connective is prolonged into a feathery appendages at the top of the sagittate anther, and it is called as appendiculated anther. Now after connective, we will discuss regarding two concepts, that is cohesion and adhesion. Let's see what is meant by cohesion and what is meant by adhesion. First of all, cohesion. When members of the same whorls of flower fuses with each other, the phenomenon is called as cohesion. Here, the members of same whorls of flower fuses with each other. And in flower, when the stamens are fused together, it is known as cohesion of stamens. On the basis of the nature and degree of fusion, cohesion of stamen is classified into three types, that is Adelphi, Syngeny and Synandry. Now let's see what is meant by adhesion. Adhesion is a fusion of members of two different whorls of the flower. For example, if stamens attach to the corolla, so corolla and stamens are two different whorls, and when they get fused or when they get attached to each other, then this phenomenon is called as the adhesion. And stamens may be with either a sepal, petals, tepals or carpels. They show the adhesion, and on the basis of that they are divided into epipetalous, epiphyllous and gynandrous. So let's discuss regarding cohesion, that is types of cohesion and types of adhesion, starting with the cohesion. Here there are three types: Adelphi, Syngeny and Synandry. In Adelphi, only the filaments of stamen unite while the anthers remain free. In Syngeny, anthers are fused but filament remains free. And in Synandry, filaments as well as anthers all are fused. So let's see regarding Adelphi, where the only filaments are fused and anthers are free. They also exhibit in three different forms, that is monoadelphous, diadelphous and polyadelphous, as shown in the diagrammatic representation here. First, A condition is a monoadelphous, when all the filaments are united together into a single bundle but the anther are free. The filament are united into tubular structure called as the staminal tube and anther remains free, and this condition is called as a monoadelphy. And this is found in the hibiscus plant, and through staminal tube the long style of pistil passes. Second condition is diadelphy. Here the filament of stamen are fused to form two separate bundles. For example, in family Fabaceae, filaments of 9 stamen fuses to form one bundle and a 10th stamen remains free as a second bundle. So this condition is found in Clitoria and it is called as a diadelphy. There are two bundles of stamens. And third one, that is polyadelphous. The filament of stamen are fused so as to form 3 or more distinct bundles. Here the example of polyadelphous, that is citrus. It is a characteristic feature of Rutaceae family. So this is adelphous condition. Now let's discuss regarding what is Syngeny and Synandry. In Syngenous, anthers fused and filaments free. Here the examples are sunflower and tradex. And this type of cohesion, anther of stamens are fused but filaments remains free, and the anthers form a tube and close the style and stigma, and it is found in Asteraceae family, for example Tradex procumbens. Synandry, it is a complete cohesion or it is a complete union of stamens along with the filament and anther. Both the filaments and anther of stamen completely unite with each other, and this condition is known as synandry, and the stamens are called as synandrous. For example, Cucurbita. In family Cucurbitaceae, the opposite structure of two stamens shows complete union of filament and anther. So this is the structure of Syngenous and Synandrous. Now let's discuss regarding adhesion phenomenon in the Androecium. See, adhesion is a fusion between the members of two different whorls of flower. Stamens may be fused with either sepals, petals, tepals or carpels. So adhesion of stamen is classified into three types or following types. First one, epipetalous. When stamens are fused, that is Androecium is fused with petals, the condition is known as epipetalous, and this type of adhesion of stamen is common in gamopetalous corolla, for example Datura. Second one, that is epiphylous. In this condition stamens are fused with tepals. Tepals are nothing but the members of perianth, where calyx and corolla is not distinguished separately. The single whorl is presented, and this single whorl is called as a perianth, and member of this perianth whorl is called as a tepal, and when the stamens are attached to these tepals, then such condition is called as a epiphylous. And third one, that is gynandrous. Here the adhesion between Androecium and Gynoecium is known as gynandry. A composite structure formed is known as gynostagium. So this condition, this one last flower is showing the gynostagium condition in Calotropis. In case of Calotropis, the anthers are represented by a special balloon shaped structure known as pollinia. Here, this is the condition of gynandrous, or we can say gynostagium in Calotropis. So, these a special balloon shaped structure known as pollinia are fused with the pentagonal stigma at the corner to form a structure known as gynostagium, and in this condition ovary and style are free from the stamens. So this is all about the Androecium, its parts as well as adhesion and cohesion phenomenon in the Androecium. Now in next video we will discuss regarding the last necessary floral word, that is gynoecium.